In the same way, the data science will produce the data product. How you will use the data product, that is your wish. You can consume with the direct milk, or you can use it by converting into another forms also. Okay, now this is the formal definition for the data. It is available, the data may be available in different forms, and it can be taken, it may be structured or unstructured, and it might be useful or relevant data also. The sources of the data generators, they are generating the data, it may be useful or not, we don't know. And the data decision maker has to take the data from the source, various sources, and he has to analyze the data, but it is not possible to analyze this much of data. So we have to use the data science. The data science is the art of turning data into actions. It will turn the data into actions, which can helpful to take the decisions. So it takes data, it produces the data product, it is the actionable information. So the decision maker can take the decision by using the data product. And the data science is the art of turning data into actions by producing the data product. So this is the definition of the big data science. Now these are the various forms of the data science products, like recommendations. Amazon recommendations. If you buy something, based on your purchases, you will get the recommendations about the products. So like this, so many are there. I think you are comfortable. Are you comfortable? Am I with you? Am I with you?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So is there any
Yes.
speed or slow? Is it okay? The speed is okay?
Yes.
Yeah. So speed? Okay. Okay. I will slow down. Did you understand what? Yeah. Okay. No problem. That's why I'm asking. Okay. So did you understand till now, Lakshmi? Yeah. Okay. So I will go a little bit slow. Don't worry. Yeah. Okay. Fine. So now let us see the data scientist, data analyst, and data engineer. Actually, we can find these names. Data engineer. Of course, software engineer is there. Data engineer is there. Data analyst is there, and data scientist. These are the names which are familiar with us to enter into the software field, right? So who is the data engineer? Actually, data engineer is in some higher position in our computer field. Am I correct? Data engineer is at little bit higher position in our computer science. Am I correct or not? Please respond. If you respond, then it will be more interactive and more
Yes,
effective.
sir.
So the data engineer, what are the qualities required for the data engineer? What is the knowledge required? He should be able to handle the data management, and he should have the warehouse knowledge, big data knowledge, okay, database handling knowledge, and he should be able to handle the file handling, and he should have the programming, he should have the data visualization skills. All these are required for data engineer. Now, what are the tools can be used? That is, there are several tools required for the data engineer. Of course, the operating system also one of the topic, one of the tool required for the data engineer, and Oracle, MySQL, Hadoop. It is a big data concept. The big data concept, all these are required for the data engineer. Hope you understand. These are the tools
Yes.
required for data science, data engineer. Now, one more person is there. That is the data analyst. The data analyst, he should have the more data visualization concept, and also the programming concept, programming knowledge, and also he should have some other concepts also. Deductive reasoning, meaning that based on the existing theory, he has to compare the current situation with the previous previously designed theory. Example, if you are going with 100 kilometer speed on your bike, and suddenly if you apply the sudden brake, then what will be happen? If you are with 100 kilometer speed and if you suddenly apply the brake, what will be happen? It
Chance
will,
of slipping.
yes, skidding. It will skid, and there is a chance of more chances of accidents, right? How can we say that this? How we are saying this? Skidding. Chances are there for skidding because of the Newton's law. We, we learned about the Newton's law from last number of years. So we have to compare the current situation with Newton's law. So based on that, if it is matching that situation, then in that theory, he has clearly mentioned that it cannot change the change the speed immediately. So it will be fall down. So that is a Newton's law. There is a deductive reasoning, meaning that the current situation has to be compared with the existing theory, and if it is satisfying, then we have to give the conclusions whatever given in that theory. Am I correct? Are you getting my point? That is the deductive reasoning. So the deductive reasoning should be familiar by the data analyst and use the existing tools and algorithms also. He should be able to use the existing tools and algorithms. And statistics are also very important. And data mining is also very important. And machine learning, it is also very important. So these are the qualities for the data analyst. So some similar qualities are required for data engineer and data analyst. I hope you understand about this. So now let us see the data scientist. Who is the data scientist? He is the data scientist. So he should have all the knowledge of the data analyst, plus there are so many other knowledge also should be required. Some more exposure is required in the data engineer concepts also. He should have more knowledge. What are the skills required for the data science? Let us see. Inductive reasoning. Actually, data analyst is having the deductive reasoning, but inductive reasoning, meaning that from observations he has to learn the new things and he has to design the new algorithms, new theory. He has to design the new theory. That is a data scientist's role. And undirected research. He should not have any goal to start the research without any prior goal. He can start research. He should be able to start the research based on the situations. He can set the goals. That is the undirected research. That capability should be there. And design the thesis. He should be able to design the thesis based on the observations and multiple resources. He should be able to use multiple resources like big data, databases, and all other components of big data, all other components of the data engineer. He should be able to access all these things. And he should be able to find the problems and also solutions. Data analyst is only for solutions. Data scientist, he should be able to find the problems as well as the solutions. That is the difference. And the tools required for the data scientist or analyst, that is Python or Spark, MongoDB, all these are the required software or tools required. Is that okay? Any doubts, please?
Okay, sir.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, then I don't want to tell you the activities. Actually, I don't want to tell the activities at this moment. Yeah, okay, let us see. These are activities. There are a number of sources are there. From those sources, the data science, it is having four phases basically. Acquire, prepare, analyze, and act. Acquire means collect the data. Prepare means data prepare and hold somewhere. That is the data preparation. And then process, that is analyze. Analyze means processing. You will have to process the data and find some conclusions, find some data product, and then use the data. How to use this data, that is also very important. Okay, that is these are the four various phases. For the first phase, acquire, he has to collect the data. He has to collect the data from various sources, and he looks for several activities, several things. He has to find the skills, find the data, required data, and then that has to be given to the data will be in different formats. Like it may be in the database format, or it may be in the text format, or CSV format, or in different formats. It may be there the required data, and this is for this we should have so much of knowledge, and we should have some sense to select the data, and then that has to be converted into common format. So that we generally it will be the CSV format generally we will use, and that is called the data lake. So we will hold that entire data into a data lake. We will hold it into the data lake. Okay, and after this we have to prepare so many things actually in the data. There are several steps in the data preparation. After that, the analysis phase. In the analysis phase, he will design some models. He will build the model, and once he built the model, the data has to be given. The data has to be given to that model. That model is the analytics. We will call it as the analytics. That model will produce some result, that is the analyzed data. It will be given, and that will be given to the next phase, that is the act. And in the act, the person who is involving in this phase, he has to find the required solution. Actually, a number of solutions will be given by analyzing the data. In that, which is proper solution for the current situation, that will be selected. And then that will be informed to the decision maker. That will be informed to the decision maker. So this is the total major parts of the major activities of the data science. Is it okay? Any doubts here? Any doubts?
No, sir.
Yeah. Now let us see next. Now I don't want to touch all other components also here. Now here for each phase, what are the skills required? For the first phase, to acquire the data, we should have the computer science. Why we should have the computer science knowledge? To collect the useful information from different sources. And domain expertise, to take the relevant data. We should have the domain expertise, meaning that on which field you are working. For example, if you are working on the education institution, then education institution environment that you should be familiar, so that only you can collect the proper information. And for the prepare, we should have the computer science to handle the lots of data, and domain expertise is also important to ensure that relevant data is there or not. And for the analysis, mathematics or statistics or machine learning, these are the important topics to design the hypothesis or thesis. Or for the analytics, domain expertise is also very important to ensure for the relevant data analytics, whether the analytics are giving the proper output or not. And the computer science is also important to speed up the process of analysis. Okay, so here the priority is decreased. In the analytics, the more priority is given to the machine learning or mathematics or domain expertise like that. And for the last phase, domain expertise is very important, because to take the decision, he has to give the suggestions to the management to take the decisions. So in the last phase, domain expertise is very important. And computer science is also very important to visualize the result and analyze the result. I hope you understand what are the required skill set for what are the required skills for each phase, right? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Now the toolkit. What is the toolkit for data science or machine learning? Here the data science or machine learning toolkit is the Java, R, Python. These are the languages. Of course, Scala, Haskell, and Clojure. All these are another important topics, but they are optional. And then Hadoop, HDFS, MapReduce, Spark, Storm, and then HBase, Big Hive, ETL, and all these are the data warehouse, SQL, OLEAP, Weka, RapidMiner, Jiffy, ggplot2, SciPy, NumPy, Scikit-learn, Pandas, TensorFlow. Actually, it was not mentioned. TensorFlow, Keras, okay, SPSS, MATLAB, Matplotlib, and NoSQL, MongoDB, Cassandra, MS Excel. All these are the data analytics tools and data science tools. All these are required. If you are familiar with at least some of them, you can become as the data scientist.
So Power BI?
Sorry.
What is Power BI tool?
Power BI, it is another tool for the business analytics and business intelligence. Okay.
Okay, sir.
But we are not touching all those concepts. We are going through the Python. Okay, we are going to the big data concepts like Hadoop, HDFS, big data concepts, and Python and R language concepts. Python, most probably we are concentrating on the Python, and Scikit-learn, TensorFlow, Keras, we are concentrating on all these things. I will tell you what is the relation between the big data and data science also. Big data, data science, machine learning also in the coming slide. Is that okay now? Any all of you? Yeah. Any doubts? Yeah. Now let us see here. Now the data scientist. Who is the data scientist? A person who is involving, who is putting the efforts in all the activities mentioned previously. He is called a data scientist. Okay, now what are the qualities required for the data scientist? There are two types of qualities required: intangible X factors and tangible technical skills. Intangible X factors, meaning that curiosity. He should have the curiosity. He should feel about the problem and examine the interrelationships between the data. He should have the curiosity, what is the relation, this and that. And creativity, he should find the creativity, he should find the solutions, and he should find the different approaches to find the solutions. Creativity and focus. He should have the patience. He has to work months together also to achieve the goal. He should have more patience. Okay, all these are, you cannot learn from anywhere. You have to build on your own. You should have the patience. You have to build the patience. Okay, and tangible technical skills. He should be able to generate the hypothesis. You can learn all the technical skills. You can learn by joining one course or by reading some books. You can get the knowledge. Okay, data must be acquired, prepared, analyzed, and acted. These are the phases. You should be able to work on that. And mathematics or statistics, computer science, and domain expertise. He should have some of the skills. Then he is a data scientist. I hope it is clear, right? Yeah. Yeah. Now I don't want to discuss about the data science teams and all. I don't want to waste the time much. And see here, and in this, I just want to go tell you one more thing. Actually, I don't want to go with all these things. Yeah. Okay. I'm just stopping the screen right now. I want to show one more slide actually. Yeah, serious. If you want to become the data scientist, there are several things to be learned. Here, data science is there. For the data science, there are several major components. Machine learning and deep learning, these are the two important components in the data science. These are like, you can imagine that it is like a face. The data science is a face. For the face, the machine learning and deep learning, these are the two eyes. Okay, and the big data, it is the oxygen. Without this data, without the big data, you don't have the data to analyze. If you have the data, then only you can analyze. Oxygen, if you get the oxygen, then only you can see something. Okay, and then you have to express the results and all. You should have the visualization techniques. Nowadays, most of the textbooks and most of the trainers and so many are um, making the learners confused in the concepts. The data science means in data science same algorithms, machine learning same algorithms, deep learning same algorithms. Big data is completely different. So no, it is not like that. Data science means it is a combination of the machine learning and big data. And in the machine learning, again, there is the deep learning. So again, it was a very big concept. Deep learning is also a very big concept. So machine learning and deep learning, these are playing important role, definitely. And big data is also playing a very important role because the data will be collected and maintained in the big data components only. And visualization also very important. So if you want to become the data scientist, you can learn any one of them. You can start from anywhere. But if you want to go for the deep learning, first you should go for the machine learning, then go for the deep learning. Otherwise, you can direct in parallel, you can start with the big data concept. Okay. While learning the machine learning and deep learning only, you can go with the visualization concept also. Otherwise, you can go for the visualization separately also. There is no problem. I hope you understand this. Do you have any doubt in this? Did you get the clarity on what is the difference between the data science, machine learning, deep learning, big data, visualization? Did you get the clarity? Yes. I hope this is useful for you, right? And then actually there are so many things to be discussed, but I don't want to discuss all the concepts here at this moment. I want to show you uh, uh, some uh, some program. Okay, so this is a program what I want to show you. Actually, see here, we have the data sets are available in the kaggle.com. Actually, lots of data sets are available. In the kaggle.com, you can go to the data set, you can find the data sets, different data sets. Okay, in the data sets, there are so many types of data sets. As a part of the courses, we will use these data sets only. Especially, I'm using the Kaggle data sets only because they are very good data sets, and so many competitions are also going on in the Kaggle on the data science and machine learning. Here I am searching for some specific data set which is easy to show you. Okay, so solar radiation prediction. I'm finding for this data set. See here, this is the solar radiation prediction available. I think this is only the data. Let us see. Yeah. Okay. So solar radiation prediction. This data set is available in the kaggle.com. I'm going with that. Yes. Here it is having the data. This is the data available. It is in the tabular format. The data is available in the tabular format. As I mentioned you that the data may be in the structured format, semi-structured format, or unstructured format. So here this data is in the structured format. So these are the columns available in the data set. That is Unix time, that is a system time. It was collected by someone for years together. Okay. And then time, date time also there, and then radiation, how much radiation is there actually, and then temperature, based on the date time for that particular date, particular time, what is the temperature, what is the pressure, what is the humidity, what is the wind direction, what is the speed, what is the time of sunrise, what is the time of sunset. All these are available in this data set. Now based on this, what can we do? First of all, first, we don't have any clue here. As I mentioned you, as a data scientist, even you don't have any idea, any goal, you have to start working on that, right? So let us see here. I'm going to start working on that. Here we have the environment to work on this data set. Okay, here we have the kernels. Actually, for this data, we have the kernels. In the kernel, you can write your program also. Okay, so in the kernels, your work will be there. Okay, your work or your work, whatever you have the work, you can go through that. Otherwise, you can create a new notebook so that you will get one environment to write your program. Generally, we can write the programs on the Python and R. Okay, yeah, are you following? Are you following? Okay. Now, I want to show you by using this data, how can we work? Actually, I created one notebook and I have written one program because without wasting the time, I want to show you the program and execution first of all. That's why I have already written this program. Okay, I made it and make it ready for you. So see here, in this, by default, whenever you open the new notebook, I will show you that environment. Create a new notebook. In this, you will get you will get a Python or R also you can select. Okay, Python. Generally, we will use the Python. So by default, it will give some code to access the files. To access the files, it will give some code by default. Okay. See here, it has given. It has given. So if you execute this, then it will display where is the data set available, the path of the data set where it is available, that will be shown. So by using that, now I am changing to my pre-written program. Okay, this is the program. Now I want to read the data from there. Actually, by using the Python concepts in the Python, there is a pandas concept. By using the pandas concept, I can read the file. See here, the same file, whatever is there, that I have taken, I'm taking that into data variable. This is the Python code. I'm taking this file into data variable and I'm just displaying that data. See here, the data is displayed. Now the data is in my program, in data. Now inside that, what should I do? I want to do something. I want to see the columns. All this is the Python code. Python pandas code, pandas data frames code. Okay, so here I want to see the columns available. What are the columns available? If I see the data, I'm not able to understand everything. Excuse me. Because of the weather change, I'm getting affected suddenly. Okay, so see here, yeah. So columns. So the columns, we can see the columns. What are the columns available in the data? And then these are the columns available. Whatever we have seen in the data set, those columns only here. Unix time, date, time, and then radiation, temperature, pressure. We don't know what is the target here. What we can do with this data, we don't know. But I'm just analyzing. Now, what are the data types of that? Those columns. I'm seeing that. See here. By using dtypes command, I'm seeing the data types. What are the data types available for all those columns? Radiation is in the float, temperature is in the int, pressure is in the float, humidity is in the integer, wind direction is in float. Like this, the number of data types for each column. We have this. After that, we can go with the, see, I'm just filtering only the numerical columns. What are the numerical columns available from here to here? Only I'm taking the numerical columns. Why we are taking the numerical columns is only the numerical data can be analyzed. If you have the string columns, then we have to convert them into numerical columns. There are some other techniques available that we will reveal later. Okay, so there are some techniques, but basically I want to give a small project for that. See this. This is the radiation and all the numerical columns. I'm taking the numerical columns. By taking these numerical columns, I'm creating one more data, that is data one. I'm filtering only those columns. I'm just displaying that data one. See here. Here I'm taking only the selected columns, only the numerical columns. I have taken only the numerical columns. Someone asked some doubt. What is the use of data type object? The data type object is the string. Actually, it is a string. The string is represented as object in the pandas. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now here, this is the data what we can retrieve. We filtered. After that, I want to verify whether there are null values or not in the data set. This is the pre-processing. This comes under pre-processing. Actually, the previous concept, whatever we loaded the data, that is the data collection step. That is the acquire phase. After that, now we are data preparation, second stage, second phase. That is the data preparation. That is, we are filtering the required data and doing all the things. Someone is asking one more doubt. Yeah, I'm going to see the doubt. 1 minute. There is no data type for date and time. We should use any object. Yes, generally there is the object data type only that can be converted into the date and time also. Afterwards, we can convert that. Okay, right now we are not dealing with the strings and objects in this program. In this program, I am taking only the project. Yes, date is available in the SQL. In Python also, so many concepts, so many libraries are available to handle the time, date and time. Okay, you need not worry about that. We have so much of flexibility available in the Python for handling the date and time. Okay, but by default it will take as the object. Okay, once if you take as the object, that can be converted into the format. Even in the Oracle also, the date and time can be stored as the string. Afterwards, you can convert that into date and time. Am I correct or not? Date and time is the special case of string only. Date and time is the special case of string. That's it. Okay, now I want to verify whether there are null values in the data set or not. There are no null values. For that, I am verifying is null dot sum, meaning that it will check all the null values. There are no null values in the radiation, temperature, pressure, humidity. In any one, there are no values. After that, histogram. I want to visualize the data. Now here we are entering into visualization. Preparation and visualization. Both are mixing here. I'm just plotting the graphs, histograms. I'm just going for the histograms. Based on the histograms, how the data is distributed, that will be specified clearly. Whether it's a normal distribution, random distribution, like that. Most of them are it's the normal distribution only in general. Okay, normal distribution means the middle should be high. Simply, in the simple way, we can say that like that. After that, I'm plotting the box plot. Box plot will tell you what are the outliers, meaning that extreme values, whether there are extreme values or not. We have the, if we have the extreme values, the box plot will be useful to show that. Here, all these bubbles are the outliers. Okay, and I'm plotting the box plot for each and every column. So see here, for this is better than the previous one. There are some outliers here, the bubbles, and they will represent something. Here middle line is the median of that column, and then the box plot for some others, and then box plot for all we have to draw. This is why you should have the patience, more patience. You have to go with one by one. All the columns you have to draw the plots, and then you have to get the idea about the data. After plotting all that, if you have the outliers, we can handle the outliers. Here I'm not handling outliers at this moment. We can handle the outliers with several techniques. Okay, after that, I want to find the correlation between the columns. Till now we have analyzed the columns independently, one by one. To analyze the data, to see the data, how the data is, if you plot this data by using this plot, what we are understanding, there are some outliers. Here there are some outliers. We are identifying that. Am I correct? See here, in this column, these are the outliers. So we are identifying what are the outliers. See here, this is the extreme value, these are the extreme values. There are several extreme values. So in this, there are no extreme values, but the data is distributed like this. So we can analyze the data, how the data is organized in the particular column. That will be clearly mentioned. Do you understand this? Now, correlation, we have to find the correlation. Till now we are analyzing the data independently, independent variable. Now we are going with the combination, two columns. What are the relationship between the two columns? See here, this is the relationship between the two columns, correlation. The correlation is given in the matrix form, and I want to find that into a particular form. Now, till now, what we have done is, we have done some basic components. Now I want to find the target. I want to fix the target. Based on this information, what should we predict? The main component is the radiation. If we are able to predict the radiation based on some other factor, then we can identify that. Now I'm taking the radiation as the target. Okay, we can fix now or later also you can fix. I feel that radiation is the good one to identify, to find. So for the radiation, what are the correlation with other columns? These are the correlation with other columns. One is highest one, correlation. Okay, 0 is the lowest one. Minus means negative correlation. Okay, so see here, after finding the correlations, see here, which is having highest correlation? Temperature is having highest correlation. That's why if the temperature is high, radiation will be also increased, right? So based on the temperature, it will be there. So both are related. Now let us see the graph for temperature and radiation. Okay, temperature. If you increase the temperature on x-axis, we are taking the temperature. Y-axis radiation. If you increase the temperature, automatically the radiation is also increasing. You can observe that. If you go right hand side, the radiation is also increased. Did you observe? So in the same way, we have to plot for all the graphs. We have to plot the graphs for each and every two columns. That is the radiation and other columns. So I am taking the graphs for some other columns also. See here, like this I am going to plot. I'm plotting for all of them. So finally I got this. Now I'm taking the temperature because temperature is having much correlation with the radiation. Now I'm taking only these two. I'm taking X and Y. Now we have to analyze the data. Now the exploratory data analysis is over. Exploratory data analysis. Now we have to build the model, analytics. Now we are going with the analytics. We have to build the analytics. For analytics, we have to fix some columns. Now my X column is the temperature, Y column is the radiation. Radiation is the target. Temperature is the predictor, meaning that based on the temperature, I want to find the radiation. If the temperature is 30 degrees Celsius, then what will be the radiation? If the temperature is 40 degrees, then what will be the radiation? Like that. That is based on the old data. Now I am just taking these two. So these are the data available. Now for some analysis purpose, we are adding some axes. What is that we will see that later. Okay, after that, okay, so now we have data, right? Two columns. We have the data with the two columns. Now I want to build the model. I want to train the machine. I want to train the machine to learn. To what I have to make it learn? I want to make the machine to learn. If I give temperature, the machine should give the radiation. So the machine has to learn based on the temperature how to calculate the radiation that it has to analyze. So what I am doing is, for that, if it is learning, we have to test it also. For that purpose, my available data is data X and data Y. I want to separate those two into two parts, training and testing. I will give some part, that is the training part, to the machine to learn. Let it learn. After completion of that learning, some data, I retain some data. By using this data, I want to test how it learned. That is the basic concept. So for that, I have to divide the data into two parts, training and testing. Again, in that, X and Y. X is the temperature, Y is the radiation. So in training, X is there. Training, Y is also there. In testing, X is there. In testing, Y is also there. So for that, I want to split the data. To split the data, there is a manual work, or you have the predefined methods also available in the sklearn library. Okay, so in this, we are just splitting the data by using this command. Okay, after splitting the data, we have the data like this. See here, first train X. For the training data, 22,880 rows, 80 values are there. That is a training of temperature. Okay, in training, radiation values are 22,880. This is in the training. So 22,880 values are giving for training to the machine, and my testing, I am retaining 9,806 records with me for testing. Now I want to build the model. For building the model, it is very difficult in the manual case. So we will use the predefined libraries, that is scikit-learn. In the scikit-learn, linear regression is one of the popular algorithm to predict the values. That is, here we are just taking that linear regression and we are fitting the model. Once if we fit the model, we can predict the training and testing. So for training and testing, meaning that the model is built and model is trained. Now I want to test. For testing, first we have to predict what is the value based on my algorithm, based on the machine. What is the thing that I am predicting? That is predict train, meaning that on the training data, what are the predicted values based on the fitted model? That is predict of train X. So that is storing in the predict train. Predict test. For test data, I am testing. I am testing on trained data and test data also. Now I want to see the plots. Now I am plotting. See here, the blue color lines, blue color dots, they are the original data. Blue color dots are original data. And the red color line, this is our prediction. This is our prediction, meaning that machine prediction, and this is the original data. Of course, there is some difference. See here, at 45 degrees, the radiation is our prediction. Based on our prediction, nothing. But in some cases, there may be some radiation. In 55 degrees Celsius temperature, our prediction is at 250, around 250. See here, around 250. But the original values may be beyond that or less than that. But it is something is better than nothing. So we are doing this. Okay, so we are predicting like this. Okay, are you getting? Are you getting? Please respond. Yeah, okay. And then, so this is what we are predicting. And then we have to go with, I'm not very much satisfied with that. First of all, I want to find the error. What is the error? How much error is there? I want to find that. The error is mentioned like this. This is the error what we are finding. Okay, mean error. Okay, so this error should be less. This error should be less. How to analyze this error? There are several techniques available. Okay, now we can discuss about that later. Now see here. Now I'm taking again the data and I want to apply some different algorithm. Okay, so for that I'm taking all these things. This is a polynomial regression. I want to apply the polynomial regression. So if I apply the polynomial regression, instead of straight line, I'm getting the predictions like this. So it is better than the previous one. See here, it is better than the previous one. Am I correct or not? Is it better than previous one? Yes. So in this way, I'm finding the error rate also. If you remember the previous error, it is 220 like that. It has become down. It is down now. So it is better than the previous one. So in this way, we can build a model, and based on this, we can design one application also. So this is how to build some model. Did you get the point? Okay. Okay. Is that okay? Yeah. So there are several techniques still to discuss, but I don't want to concentrate much on that. So the machine learning is a little bit different from the regular programming. What we have done till now is a machine learning algorithm. In the traditional way, all these have to be done by the programmer only. He has to write the rules, he has to do the so many things. But the machine learning, who will do all these things? That will be taken care by data scientists. Will simply give the algorithm. That's it. Who will do all these things? That will be taken by the machine. The machine will learn and it will give the result. There is a machine learning concept. Okay, and there are several types of machine learning algorithms: supervision, supervised, unsupervised, deductive, inductive reasoning, Okay, supervised, unsupervised, semi-supervised, reinforcement, like this number of types of learnings are available. Deductive reasoning, inductive reasoning, and classification, regression. We have seen the regression concept. Okay, like this number of techniques are available. Okay, now we are going to start a new course on this, which covers most of the practical approach for all these things. We are starting a course. I will show you the course heading and course agenda. Okay, 1 minute, please. See this. Now this is a course what we are going to start, data science. In the data science, we are taking the machine learning part in this. Actually, in the data science, there is the Hadoop also available. Hadoop is also another course available. Hadoop, and also the Spark is also another course available. Now we are going to start the practical machine learning and deep learning using Python. I have shown you that machine learning and deep learning, these are the two important points. So in that, we are going to deal with practical machine learning and deep learning using Python. This is a course. In this, initially, we will start with the introduction of the data science. Whatever I have shown you, that will be discussed in detail slowly. And then we will start with the module, different modules. 3 modules are there in this course. The first module, we will deal with the Python. In the Python, we will deal with the Python basics. Here, Python in the sense only the Python which is required for the data science. That's it. Data science and machine learning. We are not going to deal with all the components. So Python basics, we will, if initially we will start with the Python basics, fundamentals. Okay. After that, we will go with the advanced Python like NumPy, pandas, visualization, how to plot the graphs and all. And then we will go with the data pre-processing with pandas and all. Okay. Pre-processing, we have done that, finding the null values and all. And then descriptive statistics, the base concepts which are required for the filtering of the data, and so many things are required, so many things are covered here. Okay, and then in the module 2, we'll start with the machine learning. What is the machine learning and what are the various components of the machine learning and all we will cover. And then we will go with the prediction of the numerical values, that is regression. Just now, whatever I have shown you, in that way only I will explain everything, how to design, the program, how to go with the program, how to each and every step. Actually, this is a workshop, so in the short period of time I tried to show so much of things. Of course, I have so many other projects also to show, but time will not permit. So you will only write the program for that. Okay, whatever I have shown you, that program you will write, like that you will write the programs. So predictive prediction of the numbers. After that, RMSE, MSE, already I have shown that in the program. Okay, error. Okay, and then gradient descent, this is another technique which will be used in our machine learning. And then the multiple regressions, multiple linear regression will be covered. And then prediction of the categorical variables. There the classification comes under classification. And in this also, based on the case studies only, we will go with case studies only. It is not the theoretical based, it is practical oriented program. Okay, theory you will get anywhere. If you search in the internet, you will get so many things about the theory, but practical you will not get anywhere. It is very difficult. Okay, so here it is there for metrics, for metrics, for classification, everything we will cover. And then third module, we will deal with the deep learning. In the deep learning, artificial neural networks, actually it is very beautiful concept. I didn't get the time to explain in this. Okay, and then artificial neural networks, and after that convolutional neural networks. In that we will handle the images, image classifications. I'll show you one example for this after this syllabus explanation. After that, we will go with the recurrent neural networks and then semantic segmentation. These are the very advanced concepts. You will not get, you will get very rarely about these concepts. And then finally, we will give you what are the further enhancements and what can you do. Yes, Lakshmi, it is one day only. Okay, this is the course what we are going to start from tomorrow onwards. Tomorrow we are going to start. Timings are from 9 to 10 night. 9 to 10, 9 to 10 p.m. We are going to start this course. Okay, and then I will show you the image analysis also, image program, one image program also. 1 minute. Yeah, in this, yeah, chest X-ray. Actually, we have the. It is. I think it is better to show the data first, and then I will show. Yeah. Yeah, chest X-ray. See here, I have the number of images of chest X-rays. Okay, I want to find by seeing the mission has to tell. We have to give the image to the mission. The mission has to analyze that picture, and it has to identify whether there is the pneumonia or not for that X-ray. See, all these are the pneumonia in, not it, they are the healthy X-rays. Okay, normal. And pneumonia infected X-rays. These are the pneumonia infected X-rays. Okay, if we give our X-ray, then the machine has to tell whether we have the pneumonia or not. For that, we have written a program. See this here. That program is, I will show you that program. We have written that program. Okay, image analysis for that chest X-ray pneumonia project. It is there. In this, we will read the image. Yeah, we will read the image, we will analyze the image, and finally we will get the predictions whether the pneumonia is there or not. Actually, you will not understand this code, but I am just showing. Yeah, it was started now. See here, this we can execute. Number of what are the various files available that will be displayed as usual, and then I'm preparing the data. First, we have to prepare the data. After that, we have to load the data and prepare the data. After that, we have to display the shapes of the data. After that, we have to build the model. This is the building of the model. It is in the artificial neural networks, CNN. Actually, we use it the CNN, convolutional neural networks. See here, CONV2D, it is there. Okay, CONV, convolutional neural networks is there. So based on that, we are going to solve it. Okay, and then we are making it trained. First, we have to compile that model. After that, we have to train the model. So it will take so much of time. Okay, so you see, it was started. Now in the first epoch, the accuracy is 52%. Next 52, 52, 53, 55. Every time it is increasing. The accuracy will be increased. 75, 78, 83, 88. See, it is increasing a lot. 89, 91, 86, 90, 92. Okay, 93, 94, 95. See, it is increasing the accuracy. So 97%, 97% accuracy. Okay. So we are getting like this. Okay. So we will train it. After that, we will say we will do that. So many things are there actually. Okay. So after completion of this, I will conclude the session. Okay. Uh, can you give me the feedback about this short workshop? How you feel it? Please give me the feedback. Good. Okay, thank you. How you feel it? Is it helpful? Please give. All of you, please give. Not one person or two persons. Please, all of you give. Whatever you feel, you just give the comment. Whether it is good or bad or anything. Okay. Okay. I'm not getting some others also. Some others also have to give. Okay. So I think the training is over. This one, I mean, this accuracy is actually I reached accuracy 99%. Of course, sometimes it is one also reached, but it is not correct. But 99% accuracy was there for prediction. Okay, 99% accuracy. It is over. After that, we are going with the testing images. Okay, and evaluate. We are evaluating. After evaluating, we are going with this. This is about the program. This program you will write. You will be able to write after completion of the course. Okay. Yeah. So any more doubts? No, 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 Lakshmi. Some more are there. Actually, you cannot see. You can see only your image, your messages. It was not given access to all. All of your messages I can see, but others image, others messages you cannot see. I'm getting some more messages. Yeah. Okay, fine. So this is a workshop what we wanted to show you. After that, if you are really, if you are interested, you can continue with the batch, which is on at 9 to 10 p.m. every day, 5 days a week, and you will get the Google Classroom. If you join in that, you will get the Google Classroom for communication, better communication, and you will get each and every material and stuff will be shared with the Google Classroom, and you will get the number of assignments also through that. You have to submit them, and this is the 6 weeks program. Okay, so the 5 to 6 weeks program. If you learn very fast, we can complete it a little bit early also. If you are interested, you can continue from tomorrow. You will get the detailed syllabus also in your mails. Okay. Okay, then thank you for listening. I hope if you have any doubts, you can ask me now. Otherwise, we can conclude the session. You just contact to institute. Night 9 to 10 batch. You can say that night 9 to 10 batch. Data science with Python. Okay, then. If you have any doubts, you can ask me now. This is the last chance. Otherwise, I am closing the session. I'm closing the session. Yes, yes, Lakshmi, you can contact institute. They will provide you the information. Thank you. Thank you.